Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is good to be back. I know guys, I've been a bit quiet, but okay, I'm back. So I just thought I should shoot a video before I go wash my hair, and then I am the gal. But guys, for those new subscribers, I just want to say welcome. I welcome you with love. And for those who've been with me day one, guys, I heart you guys. Like, but guys, I just want to say welcome. So if you haven't subscribed or if you haven't shared with your friends, hey, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? But guys, as I've said from last year, we're doing a series of this book, Adventist Home. So the topic for today is on chapter 7. Before we get started, if you don't know how to download this, okay, if you don't have the book and you want the app on your phone, it's for free, guys. You'll just need Wi-Fi to download it. So I'll put it down below and how you can download it and get the book, so you can also get started. You can do it with friends, you can do it. This is one book I say that before you get married, even if you don't get married, like it helps you around with like family, everything, guys. Hence it's Adventist Home. So if guys, like guys, I've missed you so much. So the chapter for today is chapter 7. So basically chapter 7, it says true love or infatuation. Wow, guys, you know that we get into relationships and we feel like you don't know if it's true love or infatuation, or Oh, I was having a conversation with my ambassadors and they were saying that the new term is vibing, or sometimes you're just vibing with the guy or with the girl and you don't know where this thing is going. So the chapter for today is dealing with such things. Is the relationship that you're in, is it the teeny God formed, or is it purposeful? Yeah, but because one thing I do hate is that I don't want people to be in relationship Gandhi, they are wasting their time. If you're a person and you want to be in a serious relationship, I don't want you to be wasting time. But if you want to be vibing and everything, that is also cool. But if you're a person, you know what you want, vibing is there not for you. So the first point says love is a precious gift from Jesus. Guys, love is from God. It's from Jesus. Like uNkulunkulu loves us so much. Guys, when I think of the love that God has for me, sometimes I feel like I could just share it here, because wow, he does not change. In the book of Hebrews, I think it's chapter 13, I'm not sure, he's the same God of today, tomorrow, and forever. He does not change. The issue is that people's actions changes, but Christ does not change. That's a word for someone. So it says love is a precious gift which we receive from Jesus. Pure and holy affection is not a feeling but a principle. So you need to I remember in STASM they used to say, like, we used to study a lot and they always used to say love is a principle. It is not a feeling, as much as you love someone, but it's a principle. The reason why we say this is you choose your partner. You choose to love them. If you, feelings go away, but principle doesn't. I hope that makes sense. So those who are actuated by a true love are neither unreasonable nor blind. There is but little real, genuine, devoted, pure love. This precious article is very rare. Passion is termed love. True love is a high and holy principle, altogether different in character from the love which is awakened by impulse and which suddenly dies when severely tested. So if love alone is tested a lot, the relationship yatandu pale. But if it's a principle, you will be like this, like that. So okay, love is a plant of heavenly growth, and it must be fostered and nourished. So you need to remember, you need to nourish love, guys. It's like having a plant. Like, okay, let me make an example. It's like having a plant and you need to water that plant every day. The moment you don't water that plant, it will start to die out and it will change color. So love is like that. You need to plant it all the time. So affectionate hearts Truthful, loving words will make Happy's family an exert of elevating influence upon all who come within the sphere of their influence. That is number 1. Number 2, true love versus passion. Love is not unreasonable. It is not blind. It is pure and holy. But the passion of the natural heart is another thing altogether. So while pure love will take God into all its plans and will be in perfect harmony with Spirit of God, passion will be headstrong, rash, unreasonable, and all restraint, and will make the object of its choice as an idol. So love, we involve God. So when you make love as a principle, you need to involve God. God needs to be the foundation of that relationship. And once passion is there, you will end up like idolizing that which is not right. I think that's also makes, they say it in Kosukulinda, and it's like basically to be jealous and stuff, always checking what is she doing, blah 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 and stuff. So it might probably lead to that, you know? And in all deportments of one who possesses true love, the grace of God will be shown. So just know that once it is true love, you will see God's love through that as well. The next one, sentimentalism to be shunned as leprosy. Okay, imagination, lovesick sentimentalism should be guarded against as would be leprosy. If you know the story in the Bible where it speaks about leprosy, it was a very bad disease and people didn't want to be near people who had leprosy because like it was contagious type of thingy. Yeah, but it's like TB type of vibes. So very many of young men and women in the age of the world are lacking in virtue. Therefore, great caution is needed. Those who have preserved a virtuous character, although they may lack in other desirable qualities, may be of real moral worth. There are persons who have for some time made a profession of religion who are, to all intents and purposes, without God and without sensitive conscience. They are vain and trifling. Their conversations is of a low order. Courtship and marriage occupy the mind to exclusion of high and noble thoughts. Wow, guys. Wow. I think what stood out for me is that, like, hey, guys, this is deep. You basically trifling, guys, and it is a low order. But basically this is just a reminder that in all things, that in your relationship, in your life, it shouldn't be like leprosy. It needs to have some sort of the grace of God, some sort of like God's love through that. Like you need to love the person genuinely. It mustn't be fake because of you want certain things, because he has a car, because he has a house, because you want to benefit in some way. It needs to be pure. So if in the relationship that you're in and it is not pure, babes, leave. Rather be in a relationship where vice versa, it's worth it, and you guys want to be in this, you're in this together forever, you know, and it makes things easier and lighter. You don't even worry about what your partner is doing, you know. And then next one, counsels to a romantic and lovesick girl. So you have fallen into the sad error which is so prevalent in the degenerate age, especially for women. You are too fond of the other sex. You love the society. Your attention to them is flattering, and you encourage or permit a familiarity which does not always accord to the exhortation of the apostle to abstain from all the appearance of evil. Guys, girls, abstain from all abstinence from evil. Turn your mind away from the romantic projects. You mingle with your religion a romantic lovesick sentimentalism which does not elevate but only lowers. So if you're in a relationship and it lowers you and it wants you to bring down your standards, then that's a red flag, guys. You need to be aware of the red flags in your relationship. There are some things that you can live with, but there are other things that you just can't. Guys, you just can't like lower your standards because of that. Okay, It is not yourself alone who is affected. Others are injured by your example and influence. Daydreaming and romantic castle building have unfitted you for usefulness. You have lived in an imaginary world. You have been an imaginary... Wow, guys. Okay. There is much of the low sentimentalism mingled with the religion experience of the young in this age of the world. My sister, God requires you to be transformed. Elevate your affections, I implore you. Devote your mental and physical powers to the service of your Redeemer, who has brought you. Sanctify your thoughts and feelings, that all your works may be wrought in God. So guys, all I'm going to say is that make sure that you guys, this is deep. Like guys, make sure that you are not lovesick, or you just make this guy everything. Before the guy was there, you were yourself. Just know that this is something that I always say. Before I am with Sipho, like I'm Mrs. Tots, I am Tombi. I need to have a character. I need to have a personality without Sipho. So this is something that you need to teach yourself. They shouldn't always say Tombi and Sipho. Like they can't find Tombi when there's two of us. I need to be able to be an individual without Sipho, you know. So you need to devote yourself to God. This is something that I always say to people. Devote yourself to God and the right person will come. Guys, trust me. Trust me, the right person will come if you devote yourself to God and don't lower your standards because of a certain partner or whatsoever. Guys, this is something that I believe in. The right guy will come who has the same standards as you. I promise. Second last one, caution to a youthful student. You are now in your student life. Let your mind dwell upon spiritual subjects. Keep all sentimentalism apart from your life. Give to yourself vigilant self-instruction and bring yourself under self-control. You are now in the formative period of character. Nothing with you is to be considered trivial or unimportant, which will detract from your highest, holiest interest, your efficiency in the preparation to do God's work which He has assigned you. So basically, as a student, sometimes we know we all want to be in relationship and be in love and stuff, but we end up moving from boyfriend. I'm saying this, if you're a student, rather wait, guys. Finish with school and love and everything will get there. But if it so happens that you're in a relationship and serious relationship, know your partner's intentions of that relationships, vice versa, because you don't want to be with someone for 6 years but they don't have good intentions or even getting married with you. You don't want time wasted. The last one, okay, so, sorry, that was the third last. This is second last. Results of the unwise courtship and marriage. We can see that innumerable difficulties meet us every step. The iniquity that is cherished by young as well as old. The unwise, unsanctified courtships and marriages cannot fail to the results of bickerings, in strife, in alienations, in indulgence of unbridled passions, in unfaithfulness of husbands and wife, unwillingness to restrain the self-will, inordinate desires, and in the difference to make things of the external interest. The holiness of the oracles of God is not loved by very many who claim to be Bible Christians. They show by their free, loose conduct that they prefer a wider scope. They do not want their selfish indulgence limited. So basically it says result of an unwise courtship or marriage. So if you are in a marriage or courtship and the person doesn't want to compromise, because I feel like in a marriage you need to be able to compromise for the other partner, but there are certain things that you can compromise. Your relationship should grow you as a person so you can become a better individual. It shouldn't bring you down. It shouldn't feel like it is draining you. If it's draining you, then you should question that. That is a red flag. Last one, guard their affection. Gird up the lions of your mind, says the apostle. Then control your thoughts, not allowing them to have full scope. The thoughts may be guarded and controlled by our own determined efforts. Think right thoughts and you will perform right actions. Think right thoughts and you'll be able to to perform right actions. You have then to guard their affection, not letting them go out and fasten upon improper objects. Jesus has purchased you with his own life. You belong to him. Therefore, he is to be consulted in all things as to how the powers of your mind, the affections of your heart shall be employed. Yeah, but Jesus has paid you. Oh, guys. Love. This is pure love. Jesus has purchased you with his own life. That should say it all. Jesus loves you, guys. He loves you. Therefore, he is to be consultant in all things. Unfortunately, we have come to the end, but remember this chapter, which is chapter 7, which says true love or infatuation. I hope you've learned at least one thing. Just remember to consult God in everything. He hears, he listens, and he doesn't judge. So thank you for watching my channel. I just want to say ngiyabonga, and until we meet again. Mwah.